Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 8 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 8 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter rational numbers. The lessons we're going to cover today are identify rational and irrational numbers, write fractions in lowest terms, least common denominator, and round mixed numbers. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Here I'm on grade 8 math. We're going to start with the chapter rational number. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is identify rational numbers and irrational numbers. So rational numbers can be written in the form a by b, and a and b both are non-zero numbers. So when written as decimal, rational numbers terminate or repeat. So you are given square root 6, right? That is square root 6. So square root 6 is equal to 2.44. That cannot be written in the fractional form. So that means square root 6 is not a rational number. So square root 6 is not a rational number. Let's just start with the test questions. Is 3 an irrational number? The correct option is no. You can write 3 as a fractional form. You can write it as 3 by 1. So that is a rational number. Is square root 7 a rational number? No, square root 7 is not an irrational number. The correct option is no. Is 8 by 9 an irrational number? No, that is an irrational number. The correct option is no. Is 5.452 a rational number? Yes, it is a rational number. Option number one is the correct option. Is 9 by 2 an irrational number? No, that is a rational number. The correct option is no. Is 2 by 7 a rational number? Yes, 2 by 7 is a rational number. Is 5 by 6 a rational number? Yes, 5 by 6 is a rational number. Is 3.681 an irrational number? No, that is a rational number that can be written in the form A by B. Is 0 an irrational number? No, I think. Is 3 by 2 a rational number? Yes, it is. Okay, you can complete the lesson. by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is write fractions in lowest terms. So let's just start with the lesson. Is 2 by 3 in the lowest term? So a fraction is written in the lowest term when it uses the smallest possible numerator and denominator. So to put a fraction in lowest term, find the largest number that divides both numerator and denominator. Divide both the numerator and denominator by that number. Let's just start with the test questions. Is 2 by 8 in lowest term? So find the greatest number that can divide both numerator and denominator. So the greatest number that can divide both numerator and denominator is 2. So divide them by the greatest common number. So the lowest form is 1 by 4. 2 divided by 2 is 1. And 8 divided by 2 is 4. The correct option is 1 by 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. Write 6 by 8 in lowest term. So the greatest common number that can divide both numerator and denominator we have to look for is 2. So which is the correct option? 2 times 3 is 6 and 2 times 4 is 8. That is 3 by 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. Write 6 by 9 in the lowest term. So which is the correct option? The greatest common number that can divide 6 by 9 is 3. So divide both numerator and denominator by the greatest common factor. So which is the correct option? That is 3 times 2 is 6. That is 2 by 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. Write 4 by 8 in lowest term. So which is the correct option? Four by 8 in lowest term. So the correct option is that is 1 over 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. Is write 8 by 9 in the lowest term. So 8 by 9 is already in the lowest form. We do not have any number that can divide both numerator and denominator. So 8 by 9 is already in lowest term. Write 1 by 6 in lowest term. One by 6 is already in the lowest term. The correct option is 1 by 6. Write 2 by 7 in lowest term. The correct option is 2 by 7 is already in the lowest form. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is least common denominator. So let's just start with the lesson. What is the least common denominator of 1 by 4 and 1 by 2? The least common denominator is the least common multiple of the denominators, right? The denominators are 4 and 2. Find the least common multiples of 4 and 2. So you have to write the prime factor as factors of 2 and 4. The prime factors of 4 are 2 times 2. Let's just start with the test questions. You have to make the prime factors, then you have to find the common factors out of them. So let's just, what is the least common factor of 6 by 5 by 6 and 5 by 12? So the denominators here are 6 and 12. Let's just write down the prime factors of 6 and 12, right? The prime factors of 6 are 2 times 3. The prime factors of 12 are 2 times 2 times 3. You have to look for the common multiples. 2 is common multiple and 3 is common multiple. So the least common denominator is 2 times 3, that is 6. So the least common multiple is 6. That is 2 times 3 is 6. So the least common denominator is 6. 12. Oh, you have to multiply the common and non-common factor. The least 2 and 3 are the common multiple. The non-common multiple is 2. So 2 times 2 is 4 and 4 times 3 is 12. That is 12. Let's just start with move on to next one. What is the least common denominator of 1 by 2 and 1 by 8? So the denominators of 2 and the prime factors of 2 and 8. The prime factors of 2 is 2 and 8 are 2 times 2 times 2. This is the common multiple, the non-common multiples. So that is the least common multiple is 2 times 2 is 4 and 4 times 2 is 8. So the correct option is 8. The correct option is 8. Option number 2 is the correct option. What is the least common multiple of 3 by 10 and 3 by 5? So you have to write down the prime factors of 10 and 5. The prime factors of 10 are 2 times 5 and the prime factor of 5 is 5. So this is the common multiple and 5 times 2 is. So the correct option is 10. The correct option is option number 1. What is the least common multiple of 5 by 6 and 1 by 3? So which is the correct option? That is 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. What is the least common denominator of 5 by 9 and 2 by 3? The correct option is 9. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is round mixed numbers. Write one whole 4 by 9 rounded to the nearest whole number. So to round the mixed number to the nearest number, we have to look at the fractional part. The fractional part is greater than 1 by 2, it would be rounded to the round up. If it is less than 1 by 2, we have to round down. So the fractional part is 4 over 9, right? 4 over 9 is less than 1 by 2, so you have to round down. You need to round on the same whole number, that is 1. Let's just start with the practice questions. Four whole 2 by 3 rounded to the nearest whole number. Two by 3. The fractional part is 2 over 3, right? That is greater than 1. So it is greater than 1, so you need to round up, add 1 to the whole number. So it would be rounded off to 5. The correct option is 5 because the fractional part is greater than 1, so it would be rounded to 1. What is 3 whole 3 by 16 rounded to the nearest whole number? 3 over 16, the fractional part is less than half. So you need to round on the same whole number, that is 3. Basically, you have to look at the fractional part. The fractional part is 3 over 16. 3 over 16 is less than 1 by 2. So you need to round on the same whole number. It would be rounded to 3. The correct option is 3. The correct option is 3. What is 75 whole 9 by 18 rounded to the nearest whole number? So if you look at the fractional part, that is 9 over 18. That is exactly equal to 1 by 2. So you need to round up, that would be rounded to 76. Option number 1 is the correct option. The correct option is option number 1 is the correct option, that is 76. What is 92 whole 4 over 15 rounded to the nearest whole number? 4 over 15 is less than half, so you need to round on the same decimal, that is same whole number, that is 92. 8 over 11 is more than half, so it would be rounded off to 2. The correct option is 2. What is 63 whole 2 over 11 rounded to the nearest whole number? The correct option is you have to round on the same whole number because 2 by 11 is less than half. Two whole 7 over 19. 7 over 19 is less than half, so you need to round on the same decimal, same whole number, that is 2. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 8 math. The chapter we're working on is rational numbers. The lessons we have covered today are identify rational and irrational numbers, write fractions in lowest terms, least common denominator, and round mixed numbers. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you. Or either you can write down the questions in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So you can please ask questions if you have any. Okay, that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.